Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another quick unboxing for you all. This time around this package is from AliExpress as well, and these are the LED headlights which are ordered for Tata Tiago, and I'll also show it across to you guys on how you could fix it. These are from the brand NightEye, which is a 10,000 lumen bulb, and the color temperature is 65K, which is pure white. These LED lights are fanless. The reason why I bought fanless is because when you fix the fan LED with the dust cap, it might start blowing dust inside the headlight lamp, which I didn't want to. So that's the reason why I ordered a fanless. These are 30 watts LED, and these chips are known as the CSP chips. I'm not too sure what it is, but that's the brand, that's the type of the chips that they are using. And once you open the package, you are greeted with the gloves, which you could wear while fixing it so that you don't get your hands dirty. And apart from that, you also get this NightEye booklet. So these would give you the specification. Let's see that later, what all you get. Let's keep that aside. Now, coming to the LED bulb itself. Guys, one thing that I could tell you guys, the build quality is top notch. I really am surprised that you get such a good build quality for a reasonable price. I'll let you know what the prices are. So these are H4, and these are for Tata Tiago and also most of the bikes in India. These are fanless, and as I had mentioned, and let me just focus the chips in. So these are the LED chips. If you see, there are 5 chips there, so 3 for low beam and 2 for high beam, and you also see a small notch on it so that it doesn't reflect or it doesn't glare, and it also has a NightEye branding on it. So this was the notch that I was talking about, so that the cutout angle is good, and I'll also show it across to you guys on the cutout angle. The light is not too much scattered. It does fit it in reflectors. I think that should pretty much be okay. And here, this is the heatsink. This is an aluminum heatsink. Feels pretty solid, guys. To tell you one thing, once you hold this particular light in your hand, it is feeling pretty solid. The build quality is pretty good. And the other end has the ballast. So this works between 12 volts to 24 volt, and the other end also has the H4 pin, which would actually go inside your stock headlight assembly. Now guys, you don't have to change much of a modification on it because it's a plug and play, and it's only 30 watts. I believe the 30 watts is not that great as such, but let's try that out and let's see. Once you open it, you have kind of an heat paste which dissipates the heat to the heatsink. So this is how the heatsink and the heatsink comes out. So you could remove the heatsink, and then you could fix the LED light to the car and then fix the heatsink. And also these are disconnectable so that you can fix it later once you fix it. Yeah, it's pretty tight because these LEDs headlight are mentioned to be waterproof, so that's the reason why it's pretty tight. And if you see, there are 4 connectors, and there's a small notch in the center, and you could align that and you could fix it. That's the notch that I was talking about. Now, if you remember guys, I also had previously purchased LED headlights for our Bullet as well as for Apache. These are from a different brand, and these is from a different brand. Now I saw a couple of videos. NightEyes were pretty evident. Most of the people were using NightEye, and the only reason why I bought fanless is, as I had mentioned, I didn't want the dust to go inside the headlight lamp, so that's the reason why I bought the fanless version. And then now let's quickly see what else you get. So once you open the cover, you have the pamphlet, which would give you instructions of the bulb. So it pretty much states that you could remove the heatsink and then you could fix it. This is actually in Chinese. And now one thing guys, I ordered through AliExpress using the standard shipping, and I got this within 14 days from the time the seller shipped it. The seller is pretty good. He shipped the light pretty soon, so that's something which I do appreciate. This costed around 2,900 I believe. I'm not sure the prices now, but I'll leave a link in the description below. You could buy it from there. And now if you see, there's also an Allen key you might be wondering, why do you need an Allen key? The reason why you need an Allen key is because you could adjust the focus of the light. So now if you see, there's a small hole on it. So if you loosen up the hole, you could rotate the H4 socket so that you could align the beam pattern correctly to you based on your reflectors. But I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave it as it is because it's already aligned based on the specification. So I'm not going to touch that. But if you want to do it, you could certainly use the Allen key, loosen that up, and then you could adjust the socket type, which would allow you to rotate the light inside the reflector itself. Now let's keep that aside, and then you also get some flims. The flims are to attach on your headlight so that you could change the color of the light. These are pure white, and the yellow color would give you a dark yellow, and also you have a blue color, but I'm not going to do anything. The reason why you need yellow color is because during the fog, white light is not going to help you out. So that's the reason why you have the yellow tint. So pretty much, guys, I'm also going to show it across how you could fix it in the car. So now let's jump to the other video where I'll show you how you could fix it. And there are a couple of other things which I had bought, even that I'll show it across to you guys, so that when you make this purchase, you have all the necessary items that you would need that would help you in getting the car headlights fixed. Now I've opened the car up, and that's the headlight again. And one thing I forgot to show you guys is that there is a small glass sheet. I'll show it across to you now. So that's the glass that I was talking about. The reason why you need the glass is because you could put the films that I previously showed across to you guys. You could put that on it, and then you could fix the glass. Let me show you how you could fix the glass. You just need to remove the top. It's a screw type material. So you just remove it, then you take the glass in and you could slide that over, and then you could lock it. So that's how it is done. So likewise you could do to the other end as well. Now another thing that I ordered is that these are the rubber padding which I ordered. Now if you know, guys, our headlight does have a dust assembly, so that this is the rubber cap that I was talking about, so that the dust doesn't go inside the headlamp. I initially ordered that rubber cap that I showed across to you. I ordered that, but that doesn't actually fit. So now the reason why I ordered is because I didn't want to cut this. These are the original ones which it came, just in case if I want to jump back to the halogens, I really am not stuck with it. So that's the reason why I ordered this one, but this one doesn't fix. So I ordered another set through AliExpress as well. Now if you want, guys, you could check in the local market. If it's there, well and good, you could buy it, but I didn't get time to get it from local market, so I went into AliExpress and I bought it. So what I thought was, I'll just cut a hole behind it, put the wires out, and then put the heatsink in, and then tighten it. Now if you want, you could certainly order. The one thing that you guys need to remember is that the diameter of the rubber thing is 85 mm. So make sure that you buy 85 mm, because the previous one was 90 mm which I bought, which doesn't go inside. I'll leave a link in the description below for this as well. If you want, you could directly purchase it from there. The reason why I would suggest you to purchase it is because so that you don't mess with the OEM rubber cap, so that you don't have to cut it. Just in case if you want to jump back, you could use that original OEM. And also, if you see, this particular plug is pretty much fixed with the rubber cap. So you would need the rubber cap. Don't think that you don't need the rubber cap. You need that because you have to dust proof is. Now this is how the headlight looks like. You have a small clip there which you could press, and you could remove the headlight off. One thing that I could tell you guys is that there's a small screw at the bottom of the light. I would suggest you to loosen that up and then use the clip to unplug it. So I've already unplugged it. So this is how you could remove the light off. These are the Osram night breakers. It's been more than 2.5 years since not 2.5, it's actually been more than 3 years since I've been using this. These pretty much work pretty well. Even now these are pretty good. I bought this for around 2,400 rupees, I guess. I'm not too sure of the price, but it was around the range of 2,500, 2,400. Now I have already fixed this and have attached the ballast on the top. And as I had mentioned, I did put a small hole around it, and then I fixed the heatsink. So this is the other end, and I didn't touch the original rubber hose or rubber cap. I just left it as it is. Likewise, I did the same thing to the other end. So I zip tied it. I have put a small hole and also fixed the heatsink out. Now guys, I'll just turn this LED light on and I'll show it to you guys. Now one thing that I could tell you guys is that for city drive is pretty okay. For city drive, the bulbs are pretty good. These are white, and if you see there's a line cut off, it's not going to glare other people. If you see there's a perfect line cut off, and these are the high beams, and if you use the low beam, there's a cool cut off. So that's something which is there. So in reflectors it does work. There's not going to be a problem. Now if you see there's a cutoff line, that's pretty evident, so that it's not dazzling to the oncoming traffic. Now this particular video, I took this when I traveled to Kodaikanal. I just traveled to Kodaikanal last week, and these are from the hill drive. So the light is pretty good. If you see, the throw is good. On the sides the lights are illuminated, the roads are illuminated, and also it has a good throw. You are able to see much of things on it on the road. Now one thing that I felt in this particular light is that these are not bright enough or good enough for highway drives. Now what happens is that, guys, when you go on an open road, when you go on a tar road, and if there's an oncoming light, these lights are not visible. There's a drop of brightness. Pretty much it's not that good for highway drive. If I tell you one thing, guys, if you are going to buy this for city, yes, please go ahead and buy it. For pure highway purposes, I would recommend not to buy it. It's not that good for highway, but for city, yes, you could do it. If you want, you could also fix this in your bike as well, or on your city drive car. So that's something which is good. Apart from that, guys, my take on this bulb is it's okay for city drive. The build quality of the bulbs are good. If you're looking at 90% city and maybe 10% of highway, yeah, that's fine. But apart from that, I would suggest you to stick with your halogens. I'll also put another video where I upgraded my bulbs to the 190 halogens because I was not satisfied with the LED headlight. So stay tuned, guys. I'll also put another video on how you could fix the halogens 190 with Philips relay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like my content, do subscribe to my channel. Do give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching.